G'day YouTube, it's Brett here from Overtime Gaming with you once again. Welcome back with some more WWE 13 Universe mode. It is Monday Night Raw tonight and we get the night underway with a huge matchup between the bare fist, bare knuckle brawler Wade Barrett going up against the world's strongest man Mark Henry. These two have had a huge feud going for the last month. Barrett has seen off Randy Orton in that space of time and is now coming after Mark Henry. Of course, Henry being side attack and blindsiding Wade Barrett continuously the last few weeks, and it is time for Barrett to get some revenge. He requested this matchup from the Raw general manager earlier on in the week, and he was granted the matchup for tonight, and it gets our night underway. As you see the two men going at it, Barrett getting things started off here with the big power moves over Mark Henry. Mark Henry not seeming to know what's hit him. He's just been hit with all sorts of power moves that usually Henry is the one that utilises against everyone. But you see, Mark Henry's had enough here. He didn't want to finish the match and he did just walk off. We'll have to see what happens with that one next week on Raw. As we move on to our next match, and it's Divas action now. The Divas champion AJ Lee going up against another contender here in Beth Phoenix. AJ Lee been on one hell of a roll since the first episode of Raw. She's beat Caitlyn, she's beat Nikki Bella and Brie Bella, she's beat Paige, she just beat everyone so far, and next is Beth Phoenix. She's also beat Natalya, so every possible contender you've put up against her, AJ Lee has beat, and she's hoping she can do exactly the same again against Beth Phoenix here. But we have to remember the Glamazon Beth Phoenix is one hell of a competitor, and she will definitely put up a fight and definitely cause AJ Lee some concern. But you see AJ taking control right now. She is the one taking it to Beth Phoenix, abusing the head of Beth Phoenix now, and she's calling for the end. She knows she's got Beth Phoenix rattling. She's bust the head of Beth Phoenix and is now going for that big kick to the head, the shin kick there, right round the face of Beth Phoenix, and that should be it, and that is the 3 count. The Divas champion does it again. She continues her undefeated streak and picks up the victory against another contender, Beth Phoenix. Who can beat AJ Lee? We'll have to find out what Raw has in store for her next week and how she will build towards the pay-per-view. So we move on to our next match, and Colin Cassidy and Enzo Amore, the two men from Next, take out Team Rhodes Scholars there. Last week they came in and beat down the team of International Airstrike, Tyson Kidd and Justin Gabriel before their matchup against Team Rhodes Scholars. This week they beat down on Team Rhodes Scholars before the matchup with International Airstrike, so it will now be International Airstrike versus Colin Cassidy and Enzo Amore. These two NXT starlets are definitely trying to prove themselves here up against one of the best tag teams in the division, International Airstrike. Of course, Justin Gabriel had been getting a big push singles wrestling wise with big wins over Wade Barrett before being completely destroyed by Mark Henry at the Extreme Rules pay-per-view. But heading into the next pay-per-view, he'll be loving to build some momentum with his tag team partner Tyson Kidd, who has just returned from injury. And right now, International Airstrike are the team that is taking it to the Enzo Amore and Colin Cassidy. They've had enough of the beatdowns and are now showing these NXT rookies what Raw is all about and what they are made of. You see the big moves here by Justin Gabriel on Enzo Amore, just weakening Enzo Amore, looking for the pinfall here, but Enzo showing his guts and kicking out at 1. But now it's Tyson Kidd's turn. Tyson Kidd will come in with his high flying moves, his high risk moves, which we've already seen from Justin Gabriel so far. You see the aided springboard crossbody there, and now Colin Cassidy, and he comes in with a big T-bone suplex on Tyson Kidd there. Fantastic suplex, but Tyson Kidd taking control again, tagging in Justin Gabriel. Gabriel working the body of Colin Cassidy there, and there's no escape with that big moonsault by Justin Gabriel. Cassidy thought he had control there, but Gabriel came in with a big moonsault, and is now Tyson Kidd in with that flip neck breaker. That should be the end. Colin Cassidy is out. Tyson Kidd takes out Enzo Amore off the apron, so he can't come in and break up the count, and that is the 3 count. International Airstrike pick up the victory. They'll be hoping for another match against Team Rhodes Scholars next week, although it may be Team Rhodes Scholars versus Enzo Amore and Colin Cassidy after this match. We'll have to see what happens next week on Raw with that one, but a great result here for International Airstrike. Great teamwork there. We go to an interview. Justin Roberts, I'm here with the US champion Dean. Look, everyone knows who I am. You don't, and I have something to say. Dolph, you and your crew are starting to piss me off. But damn, you're showing some balls. So for that, I have a proposal. Beat Roman tonight, and at the Great American Bash, you get a US title shot, and the Big Easy get tag title shots. Believe in the Shield. Huge announcement there by Dean Ambrose. And he also announced the next pay-per-view here for Raw. The next pay-per-view will be the Great American Bash, making its return, taking over from Over the Limit. Of course, Great American Bash celebrates the history of America, and we'll have to see what happens at that pay-per-view. But you heard what Dean Ambrose said there. He is sick of Dolph and his heavies that like to be known as the Big Easy, but he respects the balls they have been showing, and because of that, Dolph Ziggler has a matchup tonight against Tag Team Champion Roman Reigns, a member of the Shield. And if Dolph picks up the win, the Big Easy get tag team shots at Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns at the Great American Bash. And Dolph Ziggler actually gets a title shot against Dean Ambrose for the United States title. So Dolph Ziggler, huge matchup for him here. He has huge possibilities if he picks up the win, both for him and his team. You have to expect something big to happen in this match. Dolph will fully want the win here, and it wouldn't surprise me if his teammates interfere. But you see Roman Reigns taking the controlling seat here, and he's just beating down Dolph Ziggler. But Dolph thrown into the corner now. Roman Reigns steaming into the corner, but the ref got in the way, and now Big E has come down, thrown Dolph Ziggler the chair, and Ziggler smacks Roman Reigns around the face. Reigns is out, and Ziggler's got rid of the chair. Big E's lifting the referee up now. The ref has no idea what's just happened. This can't be, surely. It is the 3 count. Dolph Ziggler picks up the win. He's the new #1 contender for the United States title, and the Big Easy are the new #1 contenders for the tag titles. You see Dolph celebrating there. He knows he's just pulled off a shocker there. He had no chance in that matchup. Roman Reigns was taking complete control, and Dolph just used his initiative, slid out of the way, got the ref taken out, and then Big E came in and did the rest with that chair. Dolph telling the ref to piss off now, as the ref seems to know what's just happened, but Dolph has already picked up the victory. There's nothing the ref can do now. We move on to our main event, and it's involving our new WWE champion Daniel Bryan going up against the Mexican aristocrat in Alberto Del Rio. Daniel Bryan taking complete control right now, just shutting down Alberto Del Rio, showing exactly why he is WWE champion. Del Rio disrespected Daniel Bryan midway through the week in an interview with WWE.com, saying he wasn't worthy of the championship, and Daniel Bryan took offense to that and decided he wanted to face him one-on-one here tonight, and he's exactly showing why he is WWE champion after that huge ladder TLC matchup last week, and he has now just beat down Alberto Del Rio with those big kicks, and now he's going towards the top rope here. He could be nearing the end. It's the flying goat, that big diving headbutt in respect to Chris Benoit. That diving flying goat, fantastic move that's taken Alberto Del Rio out, and Daniel Bryan picks up the win. Big win for Daniel Bryan. We have no idea who the #1 contender is right now. We'll have to find out next week on Raw. Remember to tune in Thursday night for Ring of Honor, and peace out YouTube. We're heading into overtime.